Sorry about that, guys. Something. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, there we go. My camera is being a dummy. A little dummy. You might ask me why. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You ask you, Brian, why is your computer constantly fucked up? Why you keep using it then? I don't know. I don't know, man. I'll make smart decisions. You know that. Hoping this works. Hello. Hello. Alright, guys. Since I'm here, I'm gonna be. I got pissed so bad. And then soon I started this. Yeah, everything working. It hit me so bad. So I gotta go. We'll be right back. I promise you. Alright? You might be confused. We're on the stream on a Tuesday. I'm gonna explain when I come back from my PP break. I've returned. Don't worry. I am here. I am back. Don't worry. Alright, now, explanation. Oh, let me fix this shit. Picasso. Bro, wonder, Brian, why are you streaming on a Tuesday? It's so unlike you. I'm gonna explain why. I have a snow day tomorrow. That's the perks of living in the north. Alright, so now we're streaming. We're going to stream. Because I was feeling down today. I'm feeling down in the dumps. I was like, I don't know. I was just not in a happy mood. Like every other time I'm at. But today I was like, every little thing was annoying me. So I just want to hop on stream. Because that's my happiness. Right here. Anyway, enough talking. Was going to this
Now
class
then,
trial.
allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings.
Ooh, thank you, Monokuma. See, Monokuma
Please
cares.
go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Alright, I will do that.
See you soon.
I'll see you there, Monokuma. See, over here, it looks screwed. But it's not. The red door on the first floor. I think I know what that is. I think I know. Yeah, that's it. That passes so many times. Why is everything so muffled? Yo! My headset. You're late, Makoto. We all have been waiting for you. Damn, bro, we did. That shit just happened. I bet you were a figure of you discovered as the murderer.
Listen to me!
You are. Start jumping to conclusions, just save that for the class trial. It will be there we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. See, they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. I think she knows a little too well too, if you know what I'm saying. Then who is the killer? Leon, bro. I telling you, it's Leon. Because that shit she wrote on the wall. There ain't no 11, no bio code, whatever. Nah. She's like, hell, I'm gonna be a snitch. She wrote it upside down and backwards. The one who murdered Sayaka is really one of us. Yeah, it's that fuck right there. You see that fucking orange dude with that? What was that? Is that even a beard? The orange hair dude? Is that even a beard? It's a little clean. That dude. Leon. That bitch. I'm telling you. It's so obvious with this writing.
Is everyone here? Okay then. please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fate will be decided.
I like that.
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Wait a minute. Is the camera lopsided? Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. There we go. That was weird. There we go. Now it's straight.
Got it!
Come on, Patrick. Relax. I heard someone think that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously wrong with that. Yoko? Let's get started. Alright. Oh shit, I didn't mean to click on that.
Well,
Let's begin. I meant to click on
Yes, indeed.
What is that? Io?
Hey,
Are you scared? No, I'm not scared.
Makoto.
Isn't quite right. I said before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysterious surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. Until you uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me what to do. Sayaka's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raise my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling, but anticipation toward the elevator. Each step forward, I could feel my heart slowly race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator when I got on the step that I am. The doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. School basement, they got no stairs? Damn. I'm wondering if this is how the death row inmate feels when this time finally comes. Other than that, it's not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment. I believe you saw a sheer anxiety. The elevator lowered us further and further into the walls of the school. The list fancy sat up. Finally arrived. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set right here. Not even close. It's totally
Well now.
Okay, everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down. Damn. Hurry up. Hurry up now, hurry. We wait, we said, and found our seats. We're not sitting though. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. That's pretty a small circle, I say. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Which also meant it would be easy for everyone to transfer the attention and ease onto anyone else. Air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so this curtain of our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly bitch. Come on, Makoto. Let's start with trial before you be dead, alright? Deadly clash trial. Yeah, no shit. Do you want to save this air? Hell yeah. Right here. What's this clash trial that Monokuma mentioned? Can Makoto sweep away the cloud of suspicion surrounding him, even with a dead body laying in his bathroom? Holy fuck. And what about the blackened? Well, who's actually responsible for Sayaka's death? Okay, let's go. Alright, we all this. 2 bullets. Akuma file. Alright, this is what we got. Diamond, Leon, you cannot. Oh my god, bro. Why didn't shoot me up? There's a camera, trash duty, incinerator, burnt shirt piece. Alright. Increases damage to the opponent when the statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time. Who's actually black and who's actually responsible? Alright, finish preparations. Let the trial begin. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Yeah, that's super dope.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Case one.
Okay then, everyone close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Bro, calm down, bro. Gloomy, bro.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
About to begin in the debate to decide who we think the killer is. God damn, I gotta read. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are at the line. On the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, sorry. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within the statements. What this means is that you have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim with the Y button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast right. If you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. You please press the menu button during these arguments. You can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun. Make your argument. Evidence of a struggle. That's it.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, you know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, fuck. Fuck! I fucked that up. Spot and diffusion lies or calculations are going to repeat. Within the group statement, some words will appear in a different color. I did, but I tried to straighten up. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't figure out why. That represents a potential hole in a person's statement and a possible weak spot. These weak spots will be important, though not always inaccurate sections of the physics statement. The troopers are only affected against these weak spots. So when you see one that came through the aim and fire, but only if you killed at the wrong. Also, you can fast forward about holding the beat down now. No, well then, go luck and have fun.
I assert that the one who was murdered and the murder took place
In the bathroom, so it seems the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, it's wrong.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Was she even in your
With
room?
the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
Yeah, there was
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying
who the fuck do you think,
Sayaka
Hero?
wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene.
God
It shouldn't even need
With
explaining.
herself, her demons, bro. She's fighting demons, Chihiro.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Shut the fuck up, Kung-Fu. You're so goddamn weird. I need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. The fucking kitchen knife, bro. It's the kitchen knife. The kitchen knife. Kitchen knife, sorry. Yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt,
I know.
that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, it's wrong.
Ew.
No, I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh yeah, there's also stuck in
Oh,
right there.
yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. More proof
Oh, y'all
than
dumb
we
as fuck
need.
if you really think because... So Toko, let me get this straight. If I kill someone, and I put him, and I drag that body and put it in your basement or backyard, did you kill him? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Exactly. Kyoko saying the truth. Kyoko got my back.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at
How
all.
would you know?
I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Yes. Do you not know how fucking trial works, bro? I mean, so don't get me wrong. The fucking court system's not very accurate 100% of the time, but usually that's how it's presented. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere. It's just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. I think I know too, but I don't think we are. It's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding on the right bumper. Where am I looking? Even though I should know it. Right bumper. Or you're concentrating. This will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes a focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your argument. And what's your turn? Okay.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
It's fucking you, man.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Oh, it's
Did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall.
No, it's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go to this secret kitchen and all the knives are still there. When I finished my tea, I went back into the kitchen and washed my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the day? But also, wait, hold on. It doesn't really clarify anything. She didn't see nobody. If I'm being very honest with her. Even though I know you're not like that, doesn't really clarify.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No,
Yeah.
he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Coco, I'm gonna... You reach him, girl. You...
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Bro, even Monokuma.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway,
Yes, you did.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the
That is the
obvious
question.
candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
That is true. You will be a...
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Hufumi, I'm gonna fucking kill you after this trial if you keep doing this.
I can.
That's right!
Oh,
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
That is
Actually,
true.
no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis. You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
no, because I did it with his
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
I could just say you don't get
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
She gonna fuck you up,
But if it
Taka.
wasn't
Yeah, I'm
either
not
of
gonna
you,
blame her.
then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Yeah,
Well,
I fucking
because
agree.
they're not here anymore.
Oh. Someone who's here.
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later,
Oh.
she wound up dead.
Okay. The Sayaka. Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was
I got
Sayaka.
Then
What a fucking cool
Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the
Yes.
only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah, so apparently she was disarmed from the knife. I'm gonna say this. So someone broke in. She had the knife for self-defense. Leon, because bro, it's so obvious what they're writing. Leon disarmed her with, I'm gonna say with the, with that golden katana, and then used the knife to kill her.
In that
That's what
case,
happened.
you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Shut the fuck
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Bro, you're all dumb as hell.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
I swear to God, I will grab that same knife this second, and I will fucking stab you in your big throat. Your big throat, alright? Don't they understand? If they convict me,
Hold on.
he's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you, Kyoko. Kyoko always on top now.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most
Kyoko's a
bewildering.
G.
And until we
mean?
unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I do. The first Hangman's Camo is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in the question. You have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around in the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim and use the right button. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you will suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, that's not so much stress. The thing that should have been at the scene but wasn't, that's a crucial point. You can't just figure out what something is. Hangman's Gambit. Hair!
Now I understand.
I did not know that. I would not have never guessed that.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes.
Yes.
And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Then why would I have her? Or why
That
would
makes
she be there in the
sense, does it
bathroom?
not?
But then, no, it doesn't, because then I killed her in the bathroom. I was the first one to alert anyone. So you make no fuck that
No.
contradicts each other.
If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
If you were just blaming me literally 3 minutes
Okay,
ago.
then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of
I don't know,
course,
Leon, why didn't
to
you tell
remove
me?
any
Fuck
trace
it.
that they had ever been there.
I'm telling you, it's fucking Leon. My that fucking psycho spelling this Leon upside down and backwards. It's fucking Leon. You tell me. Killer got rid of the court. Oh, they're supposed to remove any trace they had.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
I mean, you kind of got a point. We can't literally just throw it out the window because of that.
There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I do. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and evidence proves that it is the object the killer broke is the doorknob. Yeah.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh?
Yes.
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
That's very suspicious.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kaiko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but this is what the key points here. There's a bit to learn, but it's a bit more to learn about not so much. Would you hear here? Yeah. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there is essentially only one lie or a contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a true foot or the wrong what's on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to reloop what they said, but you also lower your trust of everyone and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun. It's not totally stressful. Alright, bathroom door first. Alright.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
No,
she then fled into the bathroom.
Maybe.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door, because Sayaka had locked it.
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job.
It was you! We already know the answer.
Shut up, Coco! I really just proved myself innocent. Coco's like, no, I don't like logic. I missed it.
The incident took place
in Makoto. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the bath. At that point, the killer had...
Because Sayaka...
No, it's wrong! The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walk-in bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
Why'd you say yes
Then
twice?
why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay.
Yes.
But then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because it was stuck. Did you not hear what the fuck
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Oh, okay.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yes. It's the nameplates, isn't it? The crime took place inside it.
I got it!
The crime still took
Killer
place
must
in my
not
room.
have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet,
How?
he's absolutely right.
I mean,
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
It's not a definite possibility. I know how to open my door. Why would I need to break it down?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms? Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Okay, then you find country realization, Toko?
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
Ufumi, I swear to
But
fucking God.
what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Will, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
I already say Ufumi's my least favorite. Fuck
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Yeah.
No one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, say it away.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
I know, damn.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well,
You know.
I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes.
I want to know that.
How did the killer get inside?
Maybe
Could've been me.
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
That's not possible.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then
Yeah.
maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative!
Nope.
If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way.
You know, Ufumi, you're finally making
They
sense. What are you
could
talking
have
about?
knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
I mean, it's not too
No,
far-fetched.
that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Exactly. If she asked to do something in particular because of the fire she was. Because the key?
I got it!
Oh, okay.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even though I'm sure it's you, I honestly won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Oh.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
Well, because she was manipulated.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. It's just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Besides, check the nameplates to make sure you don't get in the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Yeah. I had a notepad?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
But of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Sayaka wrote it. But
why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention. Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah,
in
it's
the
correct.
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that was staying in.
No, it's wrong! The nameplates on my and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then,
yes.
If someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
She heard knocking on the door. She did that.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
It had to be Sayaka. Only person who is
I got
Sayaka. Yeah.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates.
Why would the killer do
Sayaka.
that? So it made no
You can
sense.
also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come to me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get in the
If
wrong
she
room,
specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate, she would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Oh, because she had the gold shit. The reason I know it was gold it's because she had... when you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. Gold?
I got it!
Yeah,
all you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see, I see. And so the truth draws ever
Yeah,
closer.
they must have put so much fucking power in that to fucking...
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
I don't know how to break someone's wrist. There's a bit more to learn about non-set debates. Oh, okay, tell me all of it. Are you getting used to the non-set debates? Yes, starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, the only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, I'm here, out. Sorry. You have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the left bumper to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Please press and release the left bumper all of each bullet. You control right bumper, or you can hold the left bumper, then you use the left stick to release. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For purposes of time, the logic difficulty be set. Me, doing good luck. I don't know what I had it set. I had it like on medium. Replica sword sleeve, kitchen knife set, replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away. But then the culprit gets that from her too.
Killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No. They contradicted the knife being
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was done. The sword-based sneak attack.
Oh, wait.
Shit!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
I want to get. I don't know.
Shit!
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed it, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword.
Oh no!
No,
okay, it was that. Okay. I knew it was like Dex Station.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See?
Yeah.
There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her wrist? Oh, her wrist! Broken wrist. Look, no, what? Use the sword.
I got it!
Palm? Oh.
You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
So you think...
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Yeah, stabbed, that's the... What the fuck? This the first thing I'm not gonna do.
No, that's not it at all.
Toko, you be reaching, I swear. There's no way Sayaka can wash the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about...
I got it!
Whoa, it was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath with a hatchet again. Oh, at the sword.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu
Oh, wait, that
defense.
actually makes... Wait, that actually makes sense. If you really think about it. She invited someone over. He came in, she attacked him, and then they used the sword
And the
to
one who
defend.
attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Oh, actually,
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That's probably what she was planning to do.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Oh.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
What other way could it be?
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
It's really all over. Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing. Dying message. It says fucking Leon, bro. I'm telling you, this is Leon.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, it's wrong.
That was so fucking blatantly obvious.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dying? Oh, you fuck.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yeah, because there was blood on her finger.
I got it!
I almost put her right
finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure.
Exactly.
I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh!
Exactly.
Yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
See, you gotta have a stride right there, like a little streak.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa! Yeah. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little brain cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't
Rotate
know.
the image 180 degrees.
Or you could just say flip it. Huh? Rotate it.
Oh my god. Now I see.
Jesus fucking Christ.
She wrote down the killer's name.
I called it.
Huh?
I called it.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Leon. Where are you fucking bastard?
Here's my answer.
Leon.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Is it really?
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Yeah, because that's what I do when I'm dying. I'm just writing random shit when I die. Just homeblood.
No, it's not
100%.
random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Damn, that's a lot of blood that she used.
And as a result,
it was just her index.
when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That's hard, actually. I wouldn't.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
It's his shirt.
I got it!
That would be it.
The burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right.
He's got a point.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button of shirt which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed, when it was disposed, where it was. We know where it was. So we know how or when.
I got it!
How? Okay.
If you look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
That's you, right? Good for me. No, that's wrong. There was no other way to use missing about being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that room is the real killer. Make your argument. Shattered crystal ball. I think I might have time.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to which means the only possible suspect is
that was it.
So,
The key to the whoever was on click.
So the only one who
and you.
No, it's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
I mean, yeah.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
Sure how to use the glass ball to certain way, roll it.
I got it!
Throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
And that's why it was on when...
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was all glass. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Sorry about that.
Hey, come on!
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much. It was the ultimate
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Who doesn't?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Oh shit, that is so...
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah, absolutely. Every case has one last element to bring in the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you give a complete summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in front of the comic book. Ooh. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Closing argument. This? Maybe? Fuck. Oh, shit. So, yeah, he knocked, he came in, he attacked him. Was that? Or... Wait. What the fuck? Wait, maybe? Wait. Drop the knife. That makes no fucking sense. Wait, no. Here. Did she drop the fucking knife? Yeah. Wait, no, she dropped the knife before that. I'm so confused. Oh shit, I'm timed. I get like 17 minutes to do this. Okay. Oh shit, wait, go back.
The killer is you! I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
So far, it's Kyoko. Come on, Furry. Let's say it's yours. So far, it's Kyoko. Fumi annoys the hell out of me.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Yes.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't
It was
prepared
annoying.
for.
The Fumi, bro. I hate the Fumi, bro. The Fumi annoys me so much. It's so weird. It's weird to me out. It creeps me out.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Wait, how the hell did I break her wrist when he hit here? I need to know the answer.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
That makes no sense. How you hit here but her wrist is broken. Fumi is a perverted goat. Bro, he's just weird, bro. Like some of the things he says, I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, who even thinks of this?
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck
Who's your
easily,
favorite character?
and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Oh, I didn't lay on. I need to rearrange. So, what did I get wrong here?
Here's exactly what happened. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
But that doesn't make sense either.
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
No, that makes no sense, yeah. Where is it? This. Here.
Here's exactly what happened. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Yes.
The killer went after her. What they didn't know was Sayaka knew about that because I... So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife...
Okay.
And stabbed Sayaka.
Damn. Okay, so I did get this one. Let me switch those two.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Exactly.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Yeah.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball we left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any other person, that is maybe possible. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. Crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch in the incinerator, which then quickly blew up. I imagined. Aside from me, there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burned away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Oh. Sure. Dumb. I am dumb.
Isn't that right?
I was thinking that is. For sure.
It would appear the hero simply forgot to use the ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and then that's what you saw, right? Seeing the ball, thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
The thing I object doesn't look like you provide evidence that
all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! We need the evidence! Where's the evidence?
Where's your fucking evidence that proves you're innocent? I just prove evidence
Not
that you're
evidence! It's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well, I guess that this is as good a time as any to send that evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Bullet time battle. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, whoa! Do I really need to hear what he has to say? Like, at this point, everyone knows it's him. So, when this happens, you engage him in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as a bullet time battle, aka the BTB, by the way. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time within the rhyme. Okay. This is good. I already know this is going to be difficult for me. Match your button press with the tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. What? Press an A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement with a locked on with the Y button the tempo marker reaches. Okay. Use the method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Oh. Do this consecutively and you start a combo. Keep this going, you initiate a tempo. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. And when the tempo changes, so does the timing in each button. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot will appear. At that point, you can press Y button to shoot it down to trooper like any other statement. Okay. I already know what's gonna happen. I gotta use the toolkit. Thank you. Thank you, game, for telling me. Repeat the statement for fast enough and you will come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0, you run out and your timing fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
When the upstairs from the door, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must use something that belonged on that.
I refuse to acknowledge it! Stupid!
I have to show inspictable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out.
You kidding me? It wasn't me! Not a chance! You lost!
Oh fuck, I'm fucking this up.
Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lost! Shut up!
Fuck!
Not a chance!
doorknob were removed.
Okay.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I just gotta get used to it.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one of the
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in the room included never been used.
I didn't know it was your room.
Only the boys got toolkit. So the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one.
Okay.
Exactly.
The new toolkit is really used. It had to be their very own toolkit. Please, would you mind showing us your toolkit? Right about this, then the screwdriver will show someone that it's being used.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to learn exactly when and where and why.
Let me see if this is out. I lost it. It's an excuse at this point.
That is true. Oh. That's a horrific sight
So,
to see.
you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this is my first day I ever got in my life.
Like you've reached your verdict. Then are you ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection.
How does that work?
Just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
That is true.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Wanna come a vote? Guilty! Oh wow, I get coins? I won the gamble. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case is the one that killed Sayaka was none other than Neon Kawada. Hope I didn't butcher that name. Huh?
Hey, hold on.
They said Leon. Oh, hold on a second. Leon. Hey, did you really kill Sayaka?
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was just kill or be killed.
That's why.
Okay.
You were indifferent!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There was a complete chance I would round up. That is true, he didn't plan it.
That's all.
But he didn't really technically plan it.
Hey, come on!
Yeah, you expect me to just accept my death? Yeah. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if we came up with the really truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all that mastermind. All because of that video. Oh fuck. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, the video actually had something to do with me. I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here and with no way out. With no way out! They're probably waiting for me.
What? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else was her dreams, her friends. You had to see something like that happen to them. Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean, even some things that weren't so pleasant. Yeah, what the fuck does that mean though? And that's what Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her. I thought she sorry. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you and my son.
That means framing you, betraying you. Hey, remember, what was it, gaslight? Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I got this. I got this. Don't mind me, cause I'm looking. Oh my god, I can't remember. I know it was like gaslight or. Don't mind me, I'm looking it up. Cause I'm bored. Come on. There we go. Remember, guys, this is what women do. This woman did. Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Alright? Remember. Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Probably. I guess I never knew. No. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Wow, really, Makoto? Never. Boy, howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside she descended into pure madness. Jesus Christ, I would realize. Oh, what did you say? Oh, you say really? I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Your passion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Such screaming fuss. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in the frenzy, unleashed at Monokuma. Oh, fuck.
That's enough.
But thank you, Kyoko, for talking for me. As angry I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure I should have bruised. If you want, I didn't want to make her enemies pay for what they've done. You need to let it go for now. Damn it! Oh, that was a close. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good whopper. Just very avoiding punishment you did. Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the Black and Leon Kawada will receive his punishment. Yeah! That's what it is.
Wait a second! Yeah, that's it?
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment in self-defense. How exactly was that self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own toolkit? After she shoved herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own. It's true. At that point, your intention was to kill her. And you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Actually, how did you go back into the room? Let's try to
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances of stopping what you were doing, but you chose not to. It is not because you had an unquiet attempt.
So that's why.
No, that's not. Stop it. I have enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone. Were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him! So if it weren't for you, it doesn't matter what happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the ones that put us in the situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just happens that there is nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all that, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war over it. And that kind of justice that's awakened within you. Okay, just shut up. Okay, well, anyway,
Kills!
Hell yeah, I like this. Let's hurry up and get what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment. Hell yeah.
Please, don't do this!
I want to see the punishment. Fuck you, Leon. I want to see.
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty of breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we got! It's punishment time!
You're fucked, Leon. I'm sorry, bro. Thanks for saving me now. So sparkly. And has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Game over. Oh shit. Oh damn. Did I like strangle him though? When you think about it. I mean, you're getting pulled through your throat. Oh damn. Is that a Gatling gun? Oh. The 1,000 files. No. Oh shit. Yo, listen to his balls, bro. That must have hurt really bad. I'm not aiming at the face anyway. Basically, easy death. Why is Monokuma surprised? Why was Monokuma surprised? Oh shit, I actually killed him. What you mean, my boy? What we saw was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what could we call it?
Extreme!
Whoa, woohoo! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control.
Let go of me!
Sorry. Wait, I wasn't laughing. Whoops. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. And that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that. What Monokuma said.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil, you make it sound like I'm doing some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a cruel deal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Yeah, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? I want a Monokuma bear. But if you do that, You're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets for the outside world. You're to blame. Of course you can't cut for free out of the outside world. You're trapped is the same. Is this in the same place? You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, you're thinking you'll change for sure. You think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden there, just like before.
Thrills! Chills! Kills!
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything. I got to say. I need to say some of the fun later. Ooh, what fun, I don't even know. And just like that, he was gone. He left us there overwhelmed by a nightmare-turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. Oh. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But if it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Mako, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered to my ear before we head back. There's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of the case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target
it's
like
true.
that. Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me. You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. That is true. There's no way she can't. Only Sayaka would know for sure. And we can't ask her now. Even if we can't ask her, you can't infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
So...
What? So I'm gonna betray you, but if it fucking fails, I'm gonna protect you. You know. The fact that she had to use her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. She never would have left that message. Yeah. I don't know. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her. Yeah, that could be.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think she was that.
Anyway.
It was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Hesitation attract. Oh, okay. So she probably did hesitate. Her hesitation attract failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the other would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I can never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. Hell yeah, Makoto. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Oh wait, no. Well, I have a high expectations for you. I read that wrong. I mean, I read it right. My expression related to it was wrong. As she said that, she revealed the small smile. By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. Curious about how did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well. I'm psychic. Mokoto.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have a pretty good intuition. That's good. Honestly, even though I got annoyed she did it, Counselor, that was good. I like that. Yeah. 12 students left. To be continued. You see the despair bat present. Oh. Well, guys. I'm leaving it here. Thank you all for joining me on the stream or this YouTube video if you're watching this on YouTube. Thank you all for coming. I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember what I was going to say. Have a good night. See y'all most likely Saturday. If you're most likely Saturday, yeah. Most likely I'll see you. Well, see y'all then. Have a good night. Remember, I don't know what to remember. Remember, get good grades. From still in school, get good grades. Get good grades. Don't do drugs. That's it. Stay out of bad influence. Be the best of yourself. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Have a good night.